Howdy folks, Jambareeqi here. What is Lego? Lego is a Danish toy line designed for play and construction. You can build specific sets or scenarios out of Lego using instructions, or you can use Lego bricks and people to create your own little worlds and stories. For a while now, Lego has expanded their franchise into video games and animated movies. Now, I have seen a couple Lego movies, but they weren't very good. I've seen a few of the Bionicle movies, which are perfect for fans of the original franchise, but completely alienate everyone else, because you have to read the Bionicle comics and play the Bionicle video games to understand what the hell is going on and appreciate the characters, which is bad filmmaking 101. If a movie relies on a story outside its context, then it fails as a film because it's missing important details and substance required to hold it together for the viewing experience. I've also seen The Adventures of Clutch Powers, which is a generic fantasy adventure with a main character who is so perfect and flawless that he goes beyond the term Gary Stu. I don't remember that much else about it, it's that forgettable. However, when the directors of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs announced that they were going to make a Lego movie, I was so excited. The question is it any good? Let's find out. The Lego Movie is a CGI animated fantasy comedy adventure. It's set in a Lego society where an evil politician called President Business is in control and forces his citizens to be normal. One such citizen is Emmett, an everyday guy with no special talents or traits until he touches a strange object, discovers he's prophesized to be someone special, and winds up getting involved with a rebellion against the president. So, with the help of a wise old wizard called Vitruvius and his student Wildstyle, Emmett must discover his role in this fight against a tyrannical threat. This movie is awesome! It's just so cool! The filmmakers didn't think, oh, we're making a movie based on a toy, let's not bother trying. No, far from it. There's clearly passionate investment behind this movie. The directors have so much fun. There's imaginative uses of Lego materials, cameos from iconic characters, colourful visuals, massive action set pieces, heartfelt moments. This movie has everything. In addition, this movie is hilarious. It constantly throws jokes at the audience and every gag is sharp, witty, strong and smart. I laughed so much that I cried and my stomach hurt. It's so funny. If you like the sense of humour in A Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, then you're gonna love this movie's comedy. This movie is also quite sophisticated. Sure, it likes to be dumb and fun sometimes, but it also takes intelligent, satirical jabs at conformity, government surveillance, pop culture, and technology. All the satire in this movie feels very relevant to today's culture, and it's going to become more and more topical as society grows. The glue that holds this entire movie together has to be its pacing. This is a very focused movie. It knows where it's going, it knows its direction. It doesn't get lost, it doesn't get distracted, it doesn't provide filler. It gets the ball rolling with a strong, flowing narrative. At the same time, it's prepared to take a chill pill and reflect on things like existential philosophy, creativity, and individuality. I'm going to give 5 points to the content of this film. Emmett is your everyday average Joe, but he's not boring, far from it. He can get easily excited and provides a lot of adorable moments. He's an identifiable role model for audiences, someone for them to connect to and think, hey, hang on, if he can do this, so can I. Wildstyle is a tough and focused woman. It's quite inspiring how relentlessly committed and dedicated she is. She'll push through any obstacle thrown her way. At the same time, she serves as a great straight character against the silly, ridiculous people around her. Vitruvius is a great parody of the wise old man trope. He's very noble and dignified, but says some of the silliest things. And that's what makes him so entertaining. His charisma is strong enough to steal the spotlight and get some of the funniest moments. President Business is a hammy, over-the-top villain, and you know what? That works for this movie. He provides a lot of entertainment because he's this larger-than-life presence. The fact he wants to normalise everything and take away creativity means that the audience can attach him to any authority figure in their life, which makes him an identifiable antagonist. There's also many other supporting characters, each one with their own colourful personalities and scene-stealing moments. They provide a lot of flavour and spice to the movie. I'm going to give 5 points to the characters in this film. This movie was animated using CGI, but it wants to look like a stop-motion project. I think this is ideal because, well, Lego's often been used to make stop-motion shorts for decades. We associate Lego with this kind of movement. The animation itself is wild, active and bouncy. It matches the progressive and focused storytelling. It's this level of energy that's required for a film that wants to go full steam ahead. However, I will admit that the animated visuals can get a bit too giddy and hyperactive, which makes some of the scenes on screen look a bit too noisy and chaotic. On the other hand, like I said, the film is capable of pulling off sentimental and quiet moments, so at least the animation does let us breathe at some points. I'm going to give 4 points to the animation in this film. Chris Pratt voices Emmett. He manages to sound like a vanilla, everyday guy, while also being likeable, energetic and charismatic, which is quite the achievement.
It's a double-decker couch, which seemed like a good idea at the time, but I now realize it's not super helpful. But it does, it has cup holders, seats flip up with coolers underneath.
Elizabeth Banks voices Wildstyle. She delivers a very solid performance by sounding very tenacious and vigorous.
Taco Tuesday. I knew that was suspicious. There's no time to lose. We must find Vitruvius and get to the office tower before it's too late.
Okay.
Morgan Freeman voices Vitruvius. He takes these really ridiculous lines and plays them seriously, which makes them even funnier. It's the kind of acting that the late Leslie Nielsen used to do.
That is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Please, Wildstyle, let me handle this. That idea is just the worst.
Will Ferrell voices President Business, and he's his usual grandiose, bombastic self. He provides a lot of energy for his over-the-top villain role.
That's super frustrating. It makes me just want to pick up whoever is standing closest to me and just throw them through this window and out into the infinite abyss of nothingness.
I'm going to give 5 points to the voice acting in this film. The music score for this film, which was composed by Mark Mothersbaugh of Devo fame, is really good and adds a lot of dignity to the film. It doesn't think, oh screw it, it's just a movie based on a toy, we don't have to try. No way, far from it. It tries, it puts in effort. It adds a lot of depth and weight to the story because it sounds passionate, enthusiastic, and epic. The music score is impressive and tries to sound like a Hollywood blockbuster effort. Also, who can forget the film's theme song, Everything is Awesome? It's catchy, adorable, and reflects the film's themes. Even before I saw this film, I loved listening to this song again and again. Everything is awesome! I'm going to give 5 points to the music of this film. To conclude, the Lego Movie is fantastic. It's clear that a lot of passion and effort went behind it. Sure, it can get a bit crazy and chaotic with its wild visuals and dozens of characters, but the heart is there. It's an imaginative and hilarious movie about identity, teamwork and creativity. It really deserved the hype it received. The Lego Movie has gained a total of 24 points, which translates to 4 3/4 brick strawberries out of 5. And if you enjoyed such titles as A Town Called Panic or Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, then you're going to love the Lego Movie. I've been Jambareeqi and I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, then I encourage you to come down to Alcon this September, where I'm going to be hosting 2 panels, an animation quiz and a film reviews Q&A. Head to the Alcon website to find out more information. I hope to see you guys there. In the next episode, I'm going to review a Pixar movie. That's right, a first for this show. What's it going to be? Monsters University, of course. Cheerio, folks.